Their lips parted, and Sam and Rebecca's breaths quickened. Sam looked at Rebecca with a hint of surprise in her expression, seemingly caught off guard by what had just happened. "Why? Didn't you like it?" Rebecca asked, a hint of hesitation in her voice. She swallowed and felt a bit disappointed by Sam's initial reaction. She was about to lower her head, but Sam reached out and kissed her again, taking her by surprise. Sam briefly pulled away. "I love it." She gently held the back of Rebecca's head and kissed her more passionately this time. Rebecca was momentarily frozen by the surprise but soon found herself responding to Sam's kisses. Sam gradually laid Rebecca down while continuing to kiss her. She became more enthusiastic when she touched Rebecca's breast and elicited a soft moan from her. Rebecca tried to match Sam's movements, and when she felt Sam's tongue in her mouth, she eagerly responded. Not knowing where to hold onto, she placed her hands on Sam's chest. She paused when Sam stopped moving. "Why?" Rebecca asked, her voice filled with concern. Sam smiled. "Nothing." She leaned in to kiss Rebecca again. As they continued to kiss, Rebecca's hands started to roam down Sam's body. She became more daring, pushing Sam onto the bed and straddling her. Sam grinned broadly. "Okay." Rebecca kept her eyes on Sam as she slowly began to unbutton her blouse one by one. She wasn't sure what she was doing. It was as if her body had a mind of its own and was acting on its own accord. Rebecca audibly gasped when she saw Sam's chest. It looked perfect, unlike hers. Sam's breasts were just the right size, with pink nipples. She swallowed hard and looked back into Sam's eyes. "Touch it," Sam commanded. Rebecca lifted her hand and gently placed it on Sam's left breast. Her heart raced as her hand made contact with the soft skin. She began to massage it slowly, feeling its suppleness. It was so soft, she thought, but its nipple was hard and erect. "Taste it." Rebecca nodded in response. She placed her other hand on the bed and slowly lowered her head, taking Sam's other breast into her mouth. Her body heated up even more as she sucked on Sam's breast. There wasn't much of a taste, but she felt ravenous, like a hungry baby nursing at her breast. Sam held the back of Rebecca's head and guided her. She bit her lip and watched what Rebecca was doing. It was clear from her actions that she had no prior experience in intimacy, but that only excited Sam more. She closed her eyes and let out a soft moan when Rebecca gently bit her nipple. She continued her exploration, moving her lips from one breast to the other, massaging them sensually. Rebecca looked up at Sam, her lips curling into a slight smile, as she saw that Sam was clearly enjoying what she was doing. She released one breast and unbuttoned Sam's pants, slipping her hand inside. Just like her breasts, Sam's skin was soft, and there wasn't a single strand of hair to be found. Sam tightened her grip on Rebecca's hair when she felt her exploring her femininity. Rebecca played with her folds, causing her to moan once more. She continued sucking on Sam's breast and teasing her nipple with her tongue. "Damn, Becca." Rebecca smiled and briefly stopped, leveling herself with Sam, though her hand remained where it was. "Do you like it? You're good." Rebecca kissed Sam's lips passionately, as if searching for something. Sam was surprised by her newfound confidence. Rebecca seemed to know exactly what she was doing now. Rebecca sat up and finally removed Sam's pants. She spread Sam's legs and admired her femininity. She audibly swallowed as she realized she had never seen this before, not even her own. It felt like something had awakened inside her again. Her hand trembled as she gently caressed Sam's intimate area and slowly inserted a finger. Slowly, in and out. At first, only half of her finger, as if she was testing the waters. Sam was already quite wet, making it easier for her to slide her finger all the way in. Little by little, Rebecca didn't break eye contact with Sam. She could clearly see the pleasure in Sam's expression, so she quickened her movements. Out and in. Out and in. She continued until Sam's intimacy became even more engorged, and Sam gasped for breath. "More." Sam pleaded. Rebecca briefly paused and then complied with Sam's request, adding another finger to enhance her pleasure. Sam widened her legs even further, and Rebecca increased the speed of her movements. She could sense her own arousal building, but right now, her priority was to bring Sam pleasure, in, out, in, deeper. Circular motions, Sam was nearly losing her mind with what Rebecca was doing. She had been with several women before, but this was the first time she found herself screaming in pleasure. She could feel Rebecca's fingers deep inside her. Slowly, she began to feel the tension building in her lower abdomen. So, she allowed Rebecca's hand to continue its movements and rocked her hips in response. Gosh! Sam moaned. Sam couldn't hold back any longer. She sat down and laid Rebecca on her back. She quickly removed Rebecca's pants and underwear, and was pleasantly surprised to find her already wet, which made her smile. However, what fueled her even more was seeing Rebecca reciprocating by sucking on the fingers that had pleasured her. Sam then pulled Rebecca closer and positioned herself between her legs. They both moaned in unison as their bodies came into contact. Sam gripped Rebecca's thighs while moving her hips rhythmically. It didn't take long for Sam to feel herself nearing climax, so she increased the pace. Eventually, they both reached the peak of pleasure simultaneously. Breathing heavily, Sam laid down beside Rebecca. She rolled over and looked at her. "You surprised me," Rebecca took deep breaths. "Why? Didn't you like it?" Sam kissed Rebecca on the forehead and smiled at her. "I love it.